Every time I look at a YouTube video about Lisa basically discussing her stats, or even one of those YouTube meme videos on Genshin Impact, I'm a little bit confused as to why the damage of their Lisa is particularly low compared to, say, the damage of my Lisa. So let's just have a look at her. Here we are somewhere in Liu, or somewhere or other, with Lisa. So, seeing behind me, we have a good old-fashioned training dummy in the form of a Ruin Guard, who apparently is pretty much the go-to attack dummy for everything. So I'm going to actually drop down the bunny, and basically I'm going to now demonstrate the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hit combo, 2, 3, 4, 5 hit combo. So it's basically 4 normal basic attack and then the special basic attack that I outlined in my previous video. The first thing you may notice is that, oh, I'm actually going to open, I did it too early. You may notice that right now all my basic attacks are doing 4-digit damage, which is just something completely different to what I'm noticing with a lot of videos. I looked at Braxophone's, I looked at Slexton's video, and basically a lot of the basic attacks in those videos were only doing triple-digit damage, like 300 damage, which seems really, really low to me. So I don't really know what's going on there, but either way, let's have a look at my Lisa build. So, this is of course the same Lisa build that I had before, except I did make a minor change that's probably making a huge difference. So obviously now I'm using a level 80 Skyward Atlas, which is making probably a big difference as well, because that definitely supercharges the amount of attack that I have, so it's really, really good. And the artifacts remain mostly the same. The big difference is that now I'm actually sticking with ThunderSoother Lisa, so we have a lot of these artifacts that are actually leveled up quite a lot. We have one at 19, 20, 20, 16, and then I have a throwaway, of course, being my Troops Delight, which is sitting at 18 right now, giving me a lot of extra health. That is of course really, really helpful. But the main thing is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 ThunderSoother, which is of course giving me that electro resistance bonus of 40%, plus extra damage against enemies who are affected by electro by 35%. I'm kind of curious what people think about ThunderSoother versus Thundering Fury. I see that Thundering Fury could be a potentially really, really good option as well. I'm not entirely sure about that. Otherwise, everything else remains the same. I still have the same constellations, which makes me sad. And my talents still remain the same because I don't have any of Dvalin's claws yet in order to actually level those up. So that's just a thing that is still there. But if we have a look again at the full stats, right now you may be thinking, okay, your crit rate and crit damage is really, really low. I don't really have the time or the energy to go farming for the artifacts that will give me that crit rate and crit damage anymore. I actually get the feeling that the amount of just raw damage that I'm doing with Lisa seems to be perfectly fine. Compared to, like I said, a lot of videos that I've seen about Lisa at the present moment where she's only doing triple-digit damage, which is a little bit weird. Whereas here, as you saw against that particular Ruin Guard, sure, level 75, so you can make your calculations if you will. We're doing 4-digit damage against that particular Ruin Guard, especially with, again, that electro damage bonus of 58.6%, most of it coming from that goblet, so that seems to be really, really strong. I think maybe there's something going on where people are just not using Lisa to her full potential. I'm not entirely sure if I'm using Lisa to her full potential either, because again, I do have low crit stats on this particular Lisa build, but definitely working in a few other things like Jean, being able to use a third constellation on Jean seems to be really, really helpful. Being able to use fire through Amber. Yes, I am using Amber on a regular basis now, unironically. That seems to be helping quite a bit as well. And then also, sometimes swapping out to Ningguang is also good. I will do a sort of updated video on Ningguang because I did make a few changes to her build as of my previous video, where now it's more of a sort of stylized specific build for her, I guess. But even then, there's still something about that particular build where I'm not really using her full potential either. I don't know. Either way, what do you guys reckon? Do you think it's absolutely 100% necessary for me to actually go and actually farm those particular artifacts that will give me the necessary crit and various other stats that will, I guess, push Lisa to her absolute maximum if possible. I don't know if it's really necessary. We'll just have to see. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Genshin Impact action, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!